No conversation.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded in the end zone, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Good move at the 30. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 47 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield where they're blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
We'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Charles, he's got to be shaking his head after that drop.
No doubt about it, because that was a chance to put 6 on the board. And in today's football, you have to score.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, here we go.
Now Hoyer. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like three and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have much out whatever you wanted. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And Blake, the tight end's got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Let's go. Way 90.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And Blake has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Uses the stiff arm. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. And they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Here we go. Green 39.
Hoyer. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action now. Bridgewater. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go play action. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's Hoyer. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or You make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Brian Hoyer and his 49ers heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
It looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Hoyer going to give to Williams on the draw. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll set up a throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation, and a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Aguayo on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. And he loses the football the second time. Time to the tailback. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Here we go.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Boyer off the play fake for Williams. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Kimdichie in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner. The swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the one. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
And his kick is good. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On first down, he'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off-kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they're operating in the red zone. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And Zerline's kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The 49ers have done a good job making the plays they need to in order to get out to a big lead. The Cardinals just need to figure out a way to bounce back. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, tight coverage here, but the completion is made. And a quick three-play drive ends with a score as they take a 7-0 lead. 49ers have it midway through one. Jordan's got the catch in traffic, and this goes 20 yards for the score. We're brand new at 7. Now following the fumble, here we'll get a pass into the end zone, and it will be caught for the score. 49ers is up now by 7. Now 1st and 10, Williams has got fantastic blocking up front, and he'll go in from 78 yards out. As they go out in front, 14-7. Offense on the field now after the fumble. Hoyer's under pressure and throws the pick. Cardinals defense comes away with the turnover. Offense on the field now after the INT. Ball's going to be up for grabs here. 49ers pick up the football and score, which takes the lead to 21. Now after the fumble, they run it here with Joe Williams. And a quick three-play drive ends with a score. That takes the lead up to 28. Cardinals lined up at the 38. The catch is made in double coverage, and he ends up at the 14-yard line before he stopped on the play. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A gain of 3, second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here we go now.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Poyer with a give. This is Williams. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll look to throw here. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And it's third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers.
And he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Green 39. Green 39.
They begin the drive with Williams. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Let's go.
Now Hoyer. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for defense. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Williams. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the 49ers continue to roll. The point after now for Aguayo. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back to throw here. The swing pass caught, and they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shoot. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Cameron Brate, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals claw one back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters get to you.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And Charles, a very one-sided affair. I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try to keep people around. We don't want to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Stretch the a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get, a big-time producer. Keep them here.
Play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
They'll run it with Williams. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
Let's go! Blue landing! Blue landing!
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now! Good! Now, check! Patriot! Patriot! Let's go!
He'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go! Green 39!
Now handoff. Here's Williams. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation, you're down. You have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Only 3 there on the pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller just looks down at the sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 70-yard run is ahead of schedule?
For a quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on first down, they did that plus 3.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Williams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. And sing is over. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy on the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is fielded at the goal line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They're just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive of a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards and moves the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fire it over the middle. And this thing's tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes the play a little bit quicker than it normally does when a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And now first down following that long gain. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Out of the gun. They look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of a big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They start to drive on the ground. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Green 39! Green 39!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think they can follow this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Arizona, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.